Congressman, welcome to Cleveland. How's the convention been so far?
It's been a very busy day and a half since I've been here, I can tell you.
What about this little insurgency yesterday? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, there are a lot of folks that just are unwilling to accept the will of the people that Donald Trump has brought out more Republicans and gotten out so many votes. And this is a mistake our party's been making for quite some time. I think it's why we had an extra 4 years of President Obama. People thought that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan weren't good enough. Well, I guarantee you they were better than Barack Obama, and I guarantee you that Donald Trump is 100 times better than Ms. Liar Liar, Pantsuit on Fire, Hillary Clinton.
At this point, what do the dump Trumpers hope to accomplish?
I just think they're angry and frustrated. You know, you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a political campaign for your candidate of choice, and sometimes it's hard to let go and move forward. And again, I think there's some people angry. I think there are also some people that have some heartfelt concerns about Donald Trump. You know, not a long history of being within the Republican Party, but I tell you, everybody's been saying we need a new invigoration within the party. We need somebody that'll attract younger people, somebody that'll bring the Reagan Republicans back out. And it sure looks like that's exactly what Donald Trump is doing.
Well, I have opined here on my own radio station on two fronts. Number one, I've said if your choice is Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton and you call yourself a Republican, how is that a hard choice for you?
It shouldn't be.
And the second thing I've said is the Republicans have put up good men now and lost. They put up the insiders, the guys that the party thought they needed to have, and have gone on to give a very gracious concession speech.
And I get in front of groups all the time and say, if you're one of those people that didn't vote for Mitt Romney because of whatever reason, his religion, or he wasn't conservative enough, or whatever, you are responsible for the last 4 years of Barack Obama and what it has done to this country. And I will always see a couple of heads hang in shame.
So what do you think this little bit of disunity holds for the general election?
I don't think it. I think we've got a long time to continue to bring people together, and what's happening here in Cleveland is doing that. And I think people who call themselves Republicans and who are active enough to be here are sophisticated enough to understand what kind of damage 4 years of Hillary Clinton will do to this country.
Well, I'm a little shocked that the Texas delegation is so hard to be brought along on this, frankly.
You know, I publicly endorsed Trump weeks ago, and I guarantee you everybody in the delegation, when they're in that voting booth, are going to vote for Donald Trump.
Except for the two guys from Longview that I spoke to yesterday who said they're not going to vote for Donald Trump.
I think they're going to come around. I really do. Listen, Texans are conservatives. They love this country, and they're going to make the right choice. And part of the Trump campaign's job is going to be to make sure that they reach out to these folks and say, we cannot have Hillary Clinton. That ought to be enough. But Donald Trump on his own, my wife really does have a great line. You look at his children, and in this day and time, you've got a multimillionaire with kids who are actually productive members of society and, you know, aren't on reality TV doing whatever drug of the day there is.
That is true.
Now, of course, Donald Trump comes out of reality TV, but he was pretty well behaved on his shows.
Yes, he was, and very successful.
Absolutely.
That show was a cash machine.
And, you know, there are a lot of folks in government. As conservatives, we believe in smaller government. And I'm ready to have somebody in the White House who's willing to look some of these bureaucrats in the eye and go, you're fired.
All right. Tell the truth and don't go politician on me here, okay? Tell the truth.
Please, I'm only 6 years in Congress. I don't drink the water. I only drink bottled water in Washington. I do not want to go D.C. politician.
All right, so tell the truth. Where do you place the odds of Trump winning the election?
I think he's going to win it. I think the Brexit vote tells us that there are some people out there who may be embarrassed to tell the pollsters that they support Donald Trump because, you know, it's not the hip thing to do with the Washington, D.C. or, you know, business insider crowd. But when they're alone in the voting booth, voting their conscience, they're going to click Donald Trump.
Very well. Congressman, thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure to be on in the land of Louis Gohmert.
Take care. Bye-bye.